that sometimes, and they just freaking cut. And then it breaks the stream up into 2 streams on Twitch, because of course it does. Fuck. Good morning, everyone. 11:02. Daisy May selling turnips. That's all for today. Have fun out there. Alright, let's, Jolly Red gave us a thing that we know for a fact is fake. The Happy Elm Academy still freaking hates us, like, that hasn't changed. It's wild how one room is enough to make us go from, like, it's like, only like 3,000 points. Like, literally, it was basically empty before. And now that it's completely filled up, nope, 3,000 points. Oh yeah, we bought a car. I completely forgot about that. Oh, there's our money tree? That's interesting. Let's bury that in the hole. Alright, let's go find fossils, you know. So, we're finally done with Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. A game I enjoyed. Yeah, I enjoyed it. And, now we're just back to normal Animal Crossing for a while. What are we gonna do in normal Animal Crossing? Who knows, but we're back to that for the next 40 days. Or till March 20th, whichever one I feel is a more fitting place to end. Honestly, it's kind of wild that we're 60 days in. Like, part of me is like, we haven't actually done that much. So the fact that we're 60 days in is kind of wild. I know we've done a lot of work on the Happy Home Paradise, but even still, it's kind of wild we're 60 days in already. And that's probably skipping about like 10 days I took off. Like, we could be 70 in at this point. But I didn't stream for like 10 days. Oh, look, someone else is playing Captain Toad. Alright, Zuck. Oh, I should change, if, you know, I run out of, I don't have enough characters to do it, but I'd love to change, Zuck's catchphrase to, don't let me Zuck more than I can handle, which is, Dustman's catchphrase from Mega Man. Don't remember which Mega Man, I just know it's one of them. And it's, don't let me suck more than I can handle. And that should totally be, Zuck's catchphrase. Because I think it's like, it's some like suck it up joke right now. So having it be like a similar thing, that'd be really funny. But I think you only get like 10 characters or something. Or like 16. Alright, I'll take those large snowflakes. Okay, so we know this is here. I guess we can just make a snowball now. I guess we can hide this up here for the moment. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm tired. Why would... You know, you wake up for Animal Crossing and it's like, oh, well, that's it. You're up for Animal Crossing now. Because, you know, turnips. Which was this... So there's a joke that, the stock market is just astrology but for men. And yeah, it's basically true. It's either that or cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is astrology for men. Because NFTs are a pyramid scheme. They're not astrology, they're a pyramid scheme. But cryptocurrency could totally be it. I mean, freaking Devolver Digital once made a joke about like loot box coin. How like the prices just randomly fluctuate and they're basically like loot boxes. But yeah, it's yeah, crypto. Yeah, I honestly, I think part of me thinks cryptocurrency better fits the analogy that it's just astrology but for men. But still, like I have seen that joke that yeah, that the stock market is just because it doesn't actually mean anything. Like especially once the GameStop thing happened, it was like yeah, this is definitive proof that the stock market literally means nothing, and is just a way for people like rich people to attempt to get richer. It's all bullshit. So yeah, and that's what turnips are, the stock market or cryptocurrency or whatever. So it's basically the same thing because you're just hoping the price goes up and it just goes up completely randomly with no actual input. So yeah. Because even though I would like to think that like, oh, if you like bought like $1 million worth of turnips, it decreases your chance of getting a large spike. I don't think there's any actual evidence of that. I don't know, I've seen some shit. I've been around long enough to have seen some shit in this game. Okay, I was like, that should be good. The head might be a little too large, but nah, it's fine. Again, I've just been playing Perfect Snow Boy by ear. If you do it at 10 tiles, it'll give it to you. But I just, yeah, play it by ear, because that's good enough usually. I don't know, after doing so many of these, you just kind of get used to it. Even though I still hate them. Like, part of me still hates them. And I don't know why. And honestly, I'm only doing them because it's something to do. Because, like, fruit takes too long. But these, you can do these in, like, 5 minutes. They're simple. Or, yeah, probably even less time than that. Boom. Snow boys are simple. But I only do them in the one area. Because that's, like, the easiest place to do them. And it actually has all the paths you need already. Whereas anywhere else, especially anything that spawns in the mountains, there's no paths on the mountain. There's just not a good place to do them on the mountain. And I don't need the large snowflake. I have plenty at this point. Wow, we have looked around basically this entire island, and we've only found a single fossil. That's not good. That means all three have to be up here. Nope. Okay, I see 2. So let's check all the usual spots, the flower beds, the fields. Nope, not over there. Okay, let's check back here. Nope. No. Yeah, because that's only 3. Oh, Marshall and Zuck are just hanging out there, but whatever. It's been over here like once or twice, but no. Yeah, like it's been specifically like right here. It doesn't happen all that often, but it does. It has happened. There it is. So it had to be hidden somewhere behind a tree. Or like behind the flowers. It was either of those 2 spots. We don't have a... I already destroyed the painting because I knew it was fake. Because, yeah, that Lupus statue was very clearly fake. Alright, let's do this. And, you know, we still got a bunch of normal things to take out of the way before we even buy turnips. We'll probably only buy 1 million this week. Oh, I still have my thing open. Oh, the Artful Escape is on sale. Is this just on Steam? Oh, it's on Game Pass? Oh, I didn't know that. So when it came to like the Game Awards nominations, the Artful Escape got nominated for like 2 or 3 things. And I was like, oh, I've never heard of that one. Because like I seriously have never heard anybody talk about the Artful Escape. But yeah, I guess it's on Game Pass. Huh. I did that. I downloaded Katamari Damacy on Game Pass because I was like, oh, that sounds. I'm curious about that one. I haven't touched it yet, obviously, because you know we've been doing Captain Toad the past few days, and that's all the video game I get to play. But yeah, I've always wanted to play a Katamari Damacy game, and I never have. And then they rebooted it, and yeah, I think that they rebooted it they did the remake like 2 years ago, and I just haven't touched it since. I don't know why we're in here yet. Let's head out. Yeah, we don't need to be in here yet. Yeah. Katamari Damacy. Same thing with Super Monkey Ball. That when I've heard great things about Super Monkey Ball, and I know they put out that new one, and I've been just waiting to play that. Like I will eventually, because again I've heard great things about it, especially back in the day. But I never played it because at the time the newest release was the one you played using the Wii Balance board, which I don't own anymore. But I did own a copy of at some point. It wasn't Banana Blitz. It was called something else. But there was a Super Monkey Ball game you played with the Wii Balance board. I could not tell you for the life of me what it was called. I just know it existed. It still boggles the mind that Wii Fit is one of the best-selling games of all time. Like, a game that came with this giant board accessory. Oh, God, there's a 50% chance. This is fake. I can already tell you this is fake, but we'll buy it anyways. Because it should be green, not white. God damn it. But I know the other one is fake as well. I know both paintings will reshuffle tomorrow. But still. Oh, yeah, would you look at that? So, I was just on Nintendo, a tweet from Nintendo about the new, Kirby companion it's called Elflin? Elflin? Elfilin. Elfilin? And he'll tag along for your adventure in Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. Aren't his ears the cutest? And he's right, he's got these giant ears that basically also are wings. But one of them has like a little nick taken out of it, so it's like it's been like it's got a certain word. Oh god, I don't remember what it's called. Where they take a snippet out of the ear. That's got a certain name. He's been like, it's not tagged, but it's something like that. Yeah, Katrina, we'll have you cure our problems. And so a lot of people, because this thing is so cute, people are convinced that it's going to betray you. That this little thing is going to betray you. And I do think it's not out of the realm of possibility in the new Kirby game that, yeah, you'll be betrayed by this little Elflin and it'll, like, try to seize the ultimate power and then you'll have to kill it or whatever. But I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. Because I think when it comes to Kirby companions betraying Kirby, it's usually like a flip of a coin. And Kirby has redeemed a few enemies as well along the way. Because, yes, Marx betrayed Kirby by stealing the power of the Nova from him. And Magolor stole the crown, whose specific name I don't remember, to, get ultimate power. Both of them stole the power of ultimate power, and then you kill them. You literally throw Nova, or you literally throw Marx into the Nova. And supposedly there's a warning on this game that, like, according to, not the ESRB, but the European Union's version of the ESRB, whose name I don't remember. Peggy? Is it? No, it's not Peggy, is it? Whatever the European Union version of the ESRB is. Their rating came out for the new Kirby game. And they specifically mention, like, horrifying imagery in it. So what that means, who knows? But people are prepared, like, oh, this could be bad. Oh, it's Dominic! Oh, hey, Dominic, I wonder what kind of room you want. Let's actually find out. What type of room does Dominic want? We've got time. We've got time. But yeah, so the ESRB put out a thing about the new Kirby and how this thing is probably... Oh, look at this little doll. How it's probably going to have some horrifying imagery, and people are like, oh, is this Elflin going to, like, betray you and turn into, like, a horrible monster? Like, Taboo. It was called Taboo, right? Void Terminus. In, the last Kirby game. And I think it's up to the flip of a coin. Because, like I said, Marx in Magolor betray you. But... Ooh, an electronic gizmo room. We can do that. Yeah, sure. But, at the same time, both Susie and Taranza were villains that helped Kirby out. I know, right, Susie is actually working against her father the whole time. Taranza was trying to help Queen Sectonia, but then ends up betraying her in the end. Where did I put Dom? I feel like we've kind of... I mean, I guess we could put him in the desert. Either that or we put the House of Gizmos up on this cliffside. Let's put it here. But yeah, so yeah, will this thing betray you? Because again, yeah, for two that have, I can think of two that were villains who got redeemed, basically. Again, they're technically a little bit more complicated, and it's not like Kirby, through his actions, redeemed them. It's just kind of like they were already wavering, and then when it became clear that, like, Kirby was going to beat them, they betrayed them. Again, Susie was trying to save her father. The Queen was trying to save her, or Taranza was trying to save Sectonia. They weren't, like, trying to kill them or anything. It's a little bit more complicated than that. And then there are characters who just straight up never betrayed them. I want to do a gamer room. Can I do we have like the gamer chair or the gamer desk? Yeah, so I think it's a little bit more like nuanced than I make it appear. Yeah, the gamer desk. And we need the power of the sun to power it. But yeah, so, and then of course there are traveling companions who just straight up never betrayed them. What's his face? Ooh, I like the giant robot in the background. What's his face never betrayed, the Ribbon? Is it Ribbon from, that one Kirby game? I think she's called Ribbon. She never betrays you. Oh, I could have a 3D printer. Yeah, I don't think Ribbon ever betrays you in Kirby. I don't get the Among Us sus button. You know, it's like this is their stream button. You know that they can press to go and whatnot. We also need a mixer. That's a good thing to have. God, I think it's Ribbon. That sounds right in my head. So I'm just gonna pretend it's Ribbon for the moment because I don't actually remember. But yeah, so I think there's totally a chance it could, but I think there's also totally the chance that that they don't betray you. But yeah, it could go literally either way. I swear there's like at least one other traveling companion, and I think the big difference is that they're a traveling companion. Like in any other like game, they're because from what it seems like this new character is basically like Navi or Fi. Because, like, the one difference between Magolor and Marks only shows up at the beginning and the end of the game. Magolor only... right, you occasionally go back to Magolor's ship, but Magolor doesn't actually, like, ever help you out. Whereas this character seems to be, like, journeying with you. And I think that's a big enough difference to mean that they will actually be helping you. That's just my personal take on it. But I don't actually think this character is going to... It's up in the air, but I don't actually think this character is going to betray you. I wish that we could put up some, like, wall lights. Like, some rainbow wall lights here. Like, you know what I'm talking... You know, streamer lights. You know what I'm talking about. You know, a light panel is basically what I want. But the closest thing we have are like spotlights and candles and whatnot. I'll give him a TV though. Yeah, I like that. We could get some wall art. Let's see, what has the best wall art? Let's try the other one. I do like the idea of a poster of the waifu. That's funny. And let's see what mom's art is. I do like the joke. A poster of the waifu. Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of going for like a streamer setup sort of thing. At least that's what I'm doing back here. And you know, you've got the robot in the background to like keep you entertained. You've got the streamer chair, the gamer setup. Dom plays a lot of Among Us, so you have the Among Us button that he can push that also does stream alerts. He's got a mixer and stuff. You know, I'm keeping it simple, but I like it. And you've got that conveyor belt out there for texture, you know. I'm mostly going for Dom as like a streamer. Yeah, I don't see this thing. Just because it's traveling with you is why I don't see it betraying you. Any other circumstance, maybe. But the fact that you're like traveling, it's like your traveling companion. Nah. I don't think it's gonna happen. But, you know, this is Kirby. Oh my god, that's the worst shot. This is Kirby, so it's totally possible that it does. I don't know. There are good things in Kirby. I know we all talk about how, oh, Kirby games start with you fighting a tree and end with you fighting God. And this one starts with you fighting a tree. Admittedly, all Kirby games do. And yeah, you're probably going to end with killing God, but yeah, it doesn't have to be this little fluffy thing. Okay, the photo is just the worst, so let's take like a better one, shall we? Okay, that's good enough for me. Yeah, because that other photo is just the worst. It's the worst angle. Yep, that's all we got, Dom. Good to see you. Good luck on your Twitch streams. Have fun playing Among Us with, I don't know, every other sus villager. Ooh, the tall guy got added to Fall Guys. That's cool. Tall guy. Nah, I'm done for the day. Yeah, I should be playing, at least, like, get all the challenges every day. Like, I really should be doing that in Fall Guys. It usually only takes, like, half an hour at most. Unless you get, like, an extremely unlucky challenge. It usually doesn't take that long to get all the challenges. Yeah, I gotta play more Fall Guys. We actually, so something that I did get, I've been meaning to get one for a while now, but I was finally like, screw it, let's pick it up. Is I got an HDMI splitter, and the one thing I hate is I hate how it's got like a USB cord to plug it in. I hate how small the USB cord is. It, like, barely reaches from the ground to the desk. I barely have enough room. But I have an HDMI splitter now. So we can now, without me having to like go reach back in and unplug cords and whatnot, I can now switch between PS5 and Switch at like the drop of a hat. So it should now be very easy for us to like switch streams and now play basically anything. Now, does that mean how often we are going to be playing? You know, right now we're still in the midst of Animal Crossing, so nothing will change for a while now. But eventually things will change. And yeah, eventually, maybe we'll play a PlayStation game eventually. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get to it. So I turned over a new leaf. I was reading something there real quick. What was I talking? Oh yeah, so yeah, we can now, like, if I wanted to just boot up Fall Guys, I wouldn't have to go fumble around with cables or whatnot. It's been something I've been meaning to do for a while now, and I just haven't. And I don't think it's affected, like, the stream visually in any ways. It added another fucking light to my desk. Because, you know, everything has to have fucking LEDs in it nowadays and whatnot. God, that's the dystopia. Like, everyone's like, oh, look at all these, like, old school styles. You know what I fucking hate? LED displays. How, like, everything has to have, like, little lights in it and whatnot. And, like, I get it. Okay, well, it tells you the product is turned on. That's convenient. And I mean, like, I guess... But I also, like, hate, like, oh, why do I need 9 of... Why does a simple thing need 9 LEDs? And then there's fucking Razer products that are just fucking filled with them for no reason. Like, that's the one thing I hate about the headphones I have. Is, like, they're just... I didn't want, like, RGB headphones. I just wanted a pair of normal headphones. I didn't even know the ones I bought. I just bought the pair that was on sale. And I didn't even know they had lights in them. And I hate that they have lights in them. Oh my gosh. I turn them off whenever I can. But the sucks is the lights are on by default. It's not like, oh, you go in the settings and turn on the lights. No, they're on by default. You have to go into the settings and turn them off. So every time I restart my computer, I have to go into the settings and turn them off again. Because they automatically turn back on. And it takes a good, like, 10 minutes for all the settings to load up and for the systems to update and everything. I should have just stuck with a fucking pair of freaking wired headphones. God damn. I hate the RGB lights so much. And that's everything fucking Razer makes. Like, I know people like the mechanical keyboards, but, like, the light-up stuff... I know you can get stuff without the lights in them. I don't know, I used someone's mechanical keyboard once, and it had, like, a series of, like, special keys on the left side, and it was just fucking with me on the keyboard. Like, my entire hand was, like... I kept hitting those little side buttons, because the keyboard was shuffled too far to the left. It was annoying as hell. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, so there's been a thing going around where people are turning YouTube channels. They're just taking every popular YouTube channel and minting it as an NFT. Like I literally, it feels like everyone's been swept up in this. Like I saw Chuck Conroy, I saw Arlo, I just see James Stephanie Sterling. Everyone's channel seems to be minted into an NFT. And the platform that sells the NFTs, OpenSea, not only do they not give a fuck, but they actually they started being like, oh, we are no longer allowing people to like take NFTs off of our platform. Was that it? The glowing moss jar. There we go. That's the DIY we've been looking for. That might not be the last one we need, but that's definitely one of the ones we needed. Oh shit, the game's about to change. So I guess we know what we're doing next. We're working on the basement. We just did the living room, now it's time to do the basement. Not today, mind you. But tomorrow or sometime in the coming days, we're going to be working on the basement. Like, because that's one of the DIYs we've been missing. Oh boy, am I excited. Oh boy, am I excited. Don't get me wrong, I actually don't hate our basement. It served its purpose, but I always felt like it could be better. Like, I saw some I showed it off at one point, I think. There were some basements I saw in New Horizons that I just loved, and you just couldn't do that in this game. Or at least I felt like we were missing some of the essential DIYs to do it. Even though we have gotten a few of those back, actually, with the newest update. Still missing that frog chair. Still waiting to find that frog chair. I guess let's go put some stuff in the house. But that glowing moss jar, that's a big step to doing what I want to do. What I've always wanted to do. It's a little different than what I originally envisioned way back when the game first released, but it's good enough. So yeah, YouTube channels have been minting into NFTs, and it just keeps getting, and it like, they keep just going farther and farther with it. It keeps getting worse. It's super fucking annoying. I kind of hate it. But, I mean, admittedly, it's no skin on off my back personally, yet. Again, I doubt anyone would actually give a fuck and make me into an NFT. Because nobody actually cares. But it's just annoying, and fuck NFTs, man. Again, they're pyramid schemes. Call it like I see it. They're pyramid schemes. You're buying pieces, you're buying a star, and they hold no actual weight or value. But people fall for it. They're trying to trick you into buying an NFT as an investment when in actuality they're worth nothing. Just right-click that JPEG. Right-click that JPEG. Don't let them stop you. Alright. So let's buy some turnips. Let's actually check the Nook shopping first. I think we can buy a steamroller. I think I already have one, though. I know I have a construction lifter thingy. Not a forklift. Even though it would be cool to get forklift certified. Oh god, where did I see that meme yesterday? It had to have been on Twitter, where it was, "Watch out, Joker, I'm coming for you, because I'm now OSHA forklift certified." And it was Batman driving a forklift. You know, they were all clips from the animated series. But it's like, yeah, that's kind of funny. Because I know that was a meme for a while. About like, oh, you gotta get your OSHA forklift certification. Like, that's the sign of being a real man. Is having forklift certification. Alright, let's buy some turnips. Hey, Daisy May. Oh my god, that's expensive. So let's see. Turnip prices from last week. Oh, I still have that dinner recipe open. Last week was fluctuating, and this week we're buying at 109. Again, literally anything is possible with this. So, oh yeah, so I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw someone make something. I'm not going to actually say what it was. But I saw them make, and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. Wait, could I modify this to do that? And I was like, oh my gosh, there's what I'm going to do for dinner next week. Oh shit. It actually sounds really good. Like like I had seen like people tossing around like a similar idea, but I had never actually thought about the feasibility of it until I saw this TikTok. Because, you know, even though one of the reasons I mentioned the other day, like, I only have 3 TikToks, and now I've recently been getting a lot of D&D TikTok. The one actual kind of exception to that is food TikTok. I thought I would get a lot of food TikTok, and I don't. Like, I get almost nothing. I get, like, 2 people, and that's it. Which surprises me. But it's still mostly comic book TikTok. That's the big one. And it's a lot of and that became like MCU, which then is just a lot of talk about movies. That's what that amounted to. Is a lot of talk about like MCU movies. I mean, there are some comic book TikTok people who only mention the MCU as like a way to get you into the comic books, where it's like, oh, this is the character in the MCU, let's talk about their comic book origins, right? Like, that's how some of these people work. But it's still rather fascinating. You know, for 109, we're still actually getting a lot of turnips. Like, this is actually a lot more than I expected to be getting at such a high price. Let's actually start up here. So yeah, and then that new Pokemon game comes out in like 2 weeks. And I'm still not, based on reading people's reactions on Twitter, I'm still not convinced Pokemon fans know what they want. Because I've seen tweets that are like, oh, this is what I want from the new Pokemon game. And then their, like, follow-up tweet will directly contradict that. Or be something where it's like, oh, I want them to do this new thing, but I also don't want them to change this old thing either. I want them to do both. And it's like, you can't have both. You get one or the other, people. So I'm still perfectly convinced that, yeah, Pokemon fans don't know what they want. And that idea of like, oh, let Pokemon fans create the new Pokemon game, Game Freak. Just hire like 100 of us and we'll tell you exactly what it needs. Is still one of like the worst fucking ideas ever. Like, no joke, that's still like a terrible idea. But yeah, it's... Because again, there's that thing going around, and then I don't know if it's true, but supposedly the Pokemon Company, they tried to shake up the company by hiring like a bunch of new young developers, which is what the Nintendo did for Breath of the Wild. They hired a bunch of new young developers who were able to come in and shake up the Zelda franchise. So that's what they did, and we know that's what they did. Nintendo straight up admitted that. But supposedly, the Pokemon Company tried to do the same thing, but they ended up just hiring a bunch of Gen 1ers. So the Pokemon Company would be like, hey, what if we changed it up to the combat up to, like, active time combat? And the new developers they hired were like, no, we can't do that. That's not how Pokemon works. Because they were a bunch of Gen 1ers. I find that fucking hilarious. I really do. I think it would be good for the for them to shake things up and do something different with Pokemon. I think that's a good thing to do, and I hope. And again, they seem to be making baby steps. People want it to happen overnight, and again, Pokemon is the highest-grossing franchise of all time. They totally could do it overnight, or bring in a developer like Monolith Soft, who could basically Monolith Soft has basically taken the other step people want the Pokemon Company to do, and they could just bring in Monolith Soft and be like, hey, just help us do it. And that would be amazing. That would be the greatest thing ever. But, yeah, no, Pokemon's taking baby steps, and people really don't like that. People want progress, and the Pokemon Company... Again, Nintendo is stuck in the year 1998, and the same thing goes for the Pokemon Company as well. It's still the year 1998. Nothing has changed. So we could buy another million in turnips. There's nothing actually stopping us from doing that. But I'm going to play it safe this week, and we're just going to buy a million. Could always come back. We could totally get large spike, but I kind of doubt it. Again, we've gotten... So far, our turnips this year have been fluctuating, one large spike and one decreasing. We haven't even got a small spike this year. At least I'm pretty sure we had a decreasing at one point. I know for a fact we had a large spike. I know that for sure. And I'm pretty sure we had a decreasing, but I'm not 100% on that. We still have that watering can over there that I've never used. Because I accidentally bought 2. Oh, winter. There we go. Didn't I have a clip in the hair? I swear winter had a... let's actually... You know what? I was going to end off here in a minute or two. Let's actually go... Let's put a clip back in our hair and let's get rid of the Santa outfit. Yeah, let's go do that right now. Because I think we removed the clip for the New Year's hat, and then I just forgot to put it back. Edit wand outfits. Swap clothes. It's under headwear, right? I was like... It wasn't a heart clip. It wasn't a bow. It was... Where was it? It wasn't a feather. There it is. It should have been one of these, actually. One of these hairpins. Maybe it was just a heart? I guess we'll do a heart. I swear it was one of these hairpins. I swear we had a black one. I guess not. Put in storage. We'll just keep an outfit blank for now. Alright, let's pull our stuff out of... Give me a second. I'll be right back. I had to go get a package. We were looking for clothing, yeah. So we need the Santa stuff, specifically the shirt, the pants, and the hat. Santa coat. I think it's the coat, the pants, and the hat. Again, God, I wish there were mannequins in this game. And I could just fully dress up a mannequin to have everything I wanted on it. I think we passed the pants. Somewhere's in here. Yeah, they're right there. I think it's pants. I think we use pants. It's either that or it's just the beard and the hat. I was gonna say it would have been right there. And I know there are no shoes. We should put up a New Year. We should put up one of the New Year's hats as well. Oh, let's... Winter. Yeah. So as you know, I bought a bunch of board games on sale. I talked about that recently. I've been buying board games on sale and whatnot. Maybe it was just the... Maybe it wasn't the pants, actually. Oops. And then it was probably the beard. And then it was the hat. Probably, anyways, if I had to guess. Again, gosh dang it, I wish I could use... You know what, it's just going to be those two things. Just to keep everything matching up. And then we'll put a New Year's hat on the wall, because I know I have a bunch of those. We'll put one of the cool ones from last year, and not the pointy ones from this year. They just weren't as cool. Yeah, we'll put, like, this blue one. Anything else I need to put on the wall? Yeah, so we got all the seasonal stuff. Even though, again, there really isn't a Shamrock Day thing. We just need something to add depth to it. Everything else I think is good. We got a few other random knickknacks on the top. And we got the Halloween costumes. Again, even though I do have this one on me. I mean, you could basically wear this around and, like, nobody would notice the difference, right? Like, that's... Like, I know it's extreme, but, like, that could just be an Animal Crossing outfit. See, I always want... Should this be spring and this be summer? Or... Because the one outfit I don't have is summer. Because I could never think of a good summer outfit. Oops. Yeah, no. But yeah, so yeah, my strategy, so I've been buying stuff on sale, but now that I've got everything on sale, I'm now like, okay, there are certain board games I want that are always sold out. Like, you can never find them because they're always out of stock. So I'm just gonna be like, whenever they go in stock, I'm just gonna buy them. And the one that there's like 4 of them. There's 4 games that I've been like always looking for and never able to find. And one of them is Just One, which is a game I had heard about a while ago, but like then I heard more recently about, and I was like, you know what, this seems very fun. My board game groups loves word games, right? We like WereWords. We haven't done Medium yet, but they probably enjoy it. Because yeah, I played Medium with a completely different group. I played that with classmates. But, you know, we like word games like WereWords, Anomia, other things that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. So I'm like, Just One, they probably really enjoy that one. So I've been looking out for it, and it finally went on sale like a week ago, and I was like, oh, I'm going to snatch that up, you better believe it. And I bought another one last night as well. Another word game, actually. So yeah, I've been picking up word games, and so I'm just trying to buy stuff when they go on sale. And yeah, I really just one seems pretty good. So yeah, I was just picking up that one. But yeah, I've got so many other. I've got so and again, we haven't even tried medium yet. I've had it, and I've just had it sitting on the shelf. I played it with a different group because I knew it was just going to be like a small version of us, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's try this one. I know this one would work, and yeah, they enjoyed it. Yeah. So let's go. Is there anything else we got to do in Animal Crossing today? We bought turnips. I think that's it. I guess I'll start thinking of what we're going to do with the basement. Like, I have an idea. I already have a pretty good idea. We just got to actually sit down and do it. And, so sometime in the next few days, well, like, maybe one day we'll clean out the basement, then another day we'll build a new one or something. I don't know. It's taking a process that we can probably do in, like, an hour or two, and making it into, like, a 3-day process, because, you know, gotta fill that content. We gotta get to day 100 somehow. But I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Because, we redid this room, and I still gotta... Again, that rocking chair is fine, but I gotta figure out something better. Because this is gonna be how the main room looks till the end of the series. Just like straight up, I'm just gonna say it. The main room's going to look like this until the series ends. I'll maybe get rid of that ice rug. But other than that, no. The room is stuck like this. That's not gonna change. But we'll figure out the rest when we get there. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end off for the day. Tomorrow we'll be back, at some point. Tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So, go read, the letter from the Birmingham jail again. Or I Have a Dream, or... So, whichever speech you prefer. I actually read a new one. I've done Letter from the Birmingham jail, and I Have a Dream so many times now. Because, those are the two big ones that everyone uses. So I was like, you know what? Let's find something different. So, yeah, I got something different. I can't tell you the name of it off the top of my head. But it's different, and I'll take it. And yeah, so that's where we're going to end off for today. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow. Do I have anything else to say? Not really. Just remember to keep an eye out for those little cute creatures in your life. You never know when they'll betray you and try to steal the powers of God. And then you have to kill them. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.